with one of the most violent weekends in Rochester, New York history. More and more people are asking, where is Rochester, New York Mayor Lovely Warren? I mean, if you think about it, a mayor's job is to lead the city. And as the highest elected official in a city, right, leading that city, right, it is a mayor's job to show face. And especially it is a mayor's job to show face after the senseless violence, which includes multiple carjackings, that has plagued Rochester, New York over the last several weeks. But yet, after each and every violent crime, including homicides, Rochester, New York Mayor Lovely Warren is MIA. Nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found, nowhere to be heard from. There's no denouncing by her of the senseless acts of violence. There's nothing. Just more and more news reports of more and more violent crime, like I said earlier, including recently multiple carjackings. And even though they arrested a 16-year-old, they're still looking for another suspect, and the carjackings still continue. And again, Rochester, New York Mayor Lovely Warren, nowhere to be found, nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be heard from, even after one of the most violent weekends in Rochester, New York history. Even an 11-year-old was shot this weekend. 11 years old. And not a word from Rochester, New York Mayor Lovely Warren. Roll the video.
In a violent weekend in Rochester, 5 people injured, all 5 of these victims 20 years old and younger. The most recent, just after 1 o'clock this morning, a 16-year-old man shot at an unknown location, now in stable condition at the hospital. The youngest of these victims, an 11-year-old boy, shot on Magnolia Street last night. We're told he has a gunshot wound to the upper body. According to police, the boy was inside a home when he was struck there. He was taken to the hospital. His injuries are considered non-life-threatening. Anyone with information about either of these shootings is being asked to call 911. Now, about an hour before that shooting, 2 men arrived at Rochester General with gunshot wounds. The men, 19 and 20, both suffered at least 1 gunshot wound to the upper body. Both of them are considered to have injuries that are non-life-threatening. Police say that incident took place on North Street. Saturday night, a shooting on Jefferson Avenue left an 18-year-old in critical condition. Police say he was shot in the upper body multiple times. There are no suspects in custody there.